Hi YouTube dieters. I better hurry up and make this video before my webcam goes nuts again. So if I seem as if I'm talking slightly fast, then that's why. Okay, so let me tell you why HCG did not work for me. The last time that, well, why it will not work for me. The last time I did a video, I was prepping my meats for HCG and I was waiting on my injections to get here. Well, I did, and that was a long time ago. I did the diet for about 30 days, maybe a few more days past 30. I'm not for certain. But let me give you my whole backstory, and it'll get to exactly why HCG is not a good idea for me. But I still think that it will be a good idea for others. Okay, so when I started HCG, I had an HCG buddy, and she's not doing videos on her experience with HCG, so I'm going to touch on her experience just a little bit. She ordered from one company that she saw another YouTuber order from, and so she liked his success, and she felt, and I don't know that guy's name, but she liked his success, so she ordered from the same company. I ordered from Pharmacy Escrow, so I thought that was a good way for us to test which HCG was better. Well, with her HCG, she did not have, no, she actually had cravings. She still wanted to eat things that she shouldn't eat, like, a bowl of chips, M&Ms, like little snack stuff. I've never been a snacker, which is probably part of my problem because, it's like they tell you to eat like nuts and fruits for snacks, and I'm not a snacker, you know. So I don't eat as much as I probably should, or as often as I probably should, which is a big part of my problem, I know. But anywho, she wanted to snack. I did not have the experience of, craving anything or wanting to eat this, wanting to eat that. With the HCG, one thing that I did not like, and it's understandable, but I still have the right to say that I don't like it. It takes about 3 weeks for it to get to you. So you need to, about a week into your diet, be ready to order your next vial. If you have only ordered one vial, like I did not want to order several vials, pay all that money, get it here, and then go, I don't like this. Okay? So I only ordered one vial, and I don't think a week is long enough to know whether or not I wanted to shell out another 70 something dollars to purchase a second vial. Okay? So that was a problem with me, but that's my personal issue, and I made the decision to see it through, and then if I have to wait another 3 weeks to get the second vial, then that's, hey, it's got to be what it's got to be, right? So I was understandable. That was understandable, you know. So that was a decision I made because I'm cheap like that. Okay, now with HCG, I followed the directions to the letter. I weighed everything I ate. Weighing your food can become annoying. But I weighed everything I ate. I followed the rules very strictly because I knew that I wanted to share my results. Everything worked fine. I was losing weight. I hated weighing every day. I haven't weighed myself in I don't know how long. I can't even tell you what I weigh now. I wouldn't tell you, but I couldn't tell you if I knew, if I knew. But anywho, I did not like the whole weighing yourself everything every day thing because it's kind of depressing if you think about it. It's like, what if I've lost 3 pounds today, but if I gain a pound tomorrow, then I'm like, oh my God, I have failed. I don't want to go through all that crap. So I would have done better with the weigh every week thing. So that's probably what I should have done. But I weighed every day so that I could keep um, a better record for my blog readers, where I actually updated them on HCG a long time ago. Um, I've been just goofy about posting my YouTube video. All right, now, the thing that did not work for me with HCG, there are no carbs. I know that I am a carb addict. I know I'm a carb addict because I can go without meat if you give me some carbs. So I know I'm a carb addict. I know I need to give up a lot of the carbs, but there are carbohydrates that are actually good for us that I think I must have been missing, because and this part is very explicit, so if you don't want to hear it, please turn off the video. For me, bowel movements are extremely important, okay? And I don't have good pipes. I tell people that all the time, and my kids are always so embarrassed because I will tell complete strangers, my pipes just are not good. They're just, it's like moving a daggum refrigerator with no wheels. It's just not going to happen without a lot of work, So there were things like I was missing a lot of my fiber, and I tried, tossing up some of that tea with senna in it. I bought every tea on the market that had senna in it. And although like it would work, oh okay, yeah, it worked one day. Well, that would be it. I mean, I could go like a week and a half and never have a bowel movement, which that's not normal for me. And I noticed like for me, I've always been big. I mean, I've been big for years, but my stomach has always been like you can't see this, but I'm mashing my stomach. But my stomach has always been like a soft, squishy stomach, It's fat and flabby and squishy and soft, but I noticed that my stomach started getting hard, like pregnant hard, and my stomach still gets that hard. And I've gone to the doctor, and they don't see anything wrong with me, or they can't really explain. I'm not pregnant, of course, but they can't really explain as to why my stomach is so hard like that. And it wasn't that way before HCG. So I'm a little bit bitter about that. But I think that a lot of it has to do with my inability to poop while on HCG. I really do. And I know that me, myself, I cannot completely give up. I'm sorry, my hair. I'm usually afroed out, right? But now I've got the ponytail, and it's annoying. But I really think that the hardness of my stomach is due to maybe packing on, you know, some of the stuff that needs to seriously get out of my system. So I was really, really backed up on HCG. It was terrible. I mean, I would, like I said, a week and a half was nothing. No poop, no nothing. Okay. So that was an issue. But all in all, I ended up losing 30 something pounds by the end of the month, which was great. But now I had this big hard stomach and an inability to poop. How am I still losing weight and I can't shit? Right? So that was a major issue for me. But all in all, other than that, the diet was great. I mean, the food was fine. It was nothing that I really liked. I'm a lover of food, and I like food with flavor and things like that. So it's like, oh man, if it had the more flavor, the better. But There are a lot of vegetables that I don't eat just because I don't like a lot of vegetables. I eat broccoli, I eat cucumbers, and I have to eat the broccoli cooked. If I eat too many cucumbers, it gives me heartburn. There's just so many issues with vegetables, you know? I like tomatoes, and now I'll sit and eat tomatoes. So that's basically all I ate for a month. It was like tomatoes, cucumbers, and broccoli. So yay, he would be excited about eating that. When I got the opportunity to eat food, it was just like, okay, eat, whatever, done. So really nothing to get excited about there. But if you have issues with bowel movements where you possibly don't poop every day, I would not suggest HCG for you because it stopped my pooping. I'm telling you, people were like, "Oh, you should drink senna, tea with senna in it," and I'm already a fan of senna because I was a fan of senna before. You know, like I like the Senna tablets. I like tea with senna in it. Anything that's gonna get my motor running, I'm happy. But what do you do when you can't poop? The tea stopped working. So my next step was moving on to the smoothie, which I waited a long time before I decided to go ahead and go for the smoothie. I watched it on The Chew. I cannot think of the name of the show. The Chew. Dr. Oz's daughter is on there, and she brought up a smoothie that she said helped her lose weight and helped curb her appetite. So I was like, I'm gonna try to make that smoothie, but I'm gonna do it with different fruits because I don't look like I'm picky about my food, but I'm extremely picky about my food. There are fruits that I don't want to drink, but I would eat. There are fruits that I don't want to drink. I just like blueberries. I don't want to drink those. I don't even want to sit up and eat them straight. They should be in muffins and in muffins only, in my mind. Okay, so I did the banana smoothie, which you'll see in my other videos. I actually did the smoothie for the first time in the video, tasted it for the first time in the video. When it's fresh out of, well, I use my Ninjas, or you can use your blender. But when it's fresh out, it's like, ooh, okay, wait a minute. It takes a second. But it's actually a really good smoothie. So if you want that smoothie, grab that video because it's really good. But I'm going to show you this. The smoothie has there we go. It has ester C in it. And it also has, I'm sorry, it's a transformer in me. Psyllium husk in it. I didn't know about psyllium husk when I was doing HCG because that probably would have been my so-called cheat. I mean, it's got carbs, but it's fiber. It's 100% fiber. And there's something fuzzy on my bottle. But this stuff is awesome. I bought it right up the street from me at the vitamin shop, which is on the bottle. I cannot use webcams. I'm sorry. But this stuff is good. Oh my God. I can take about 4 of these and I can go. I can use the bathroom. Y'all don't know how amazing that is for me because, like I said, I have enough troubles pooping without taking away my carbs that have fiber in them. The ester C is to help curb the appetite, right? So that's great. What I've learned about myself here recently is that curbing my appetite, I only need to curb it if I haven't eaten in a while. Because typically when I sit down and eat, I really don't eat all that much. But the ester C does help because when when I do the smoothie, I'm having a fruit fly issue in my house right now. So I don't want to bring my bananas in, and I don't want to make my smoothie without my bananas. So I've just been taking the peel, straight. But with the smoothie, when I take and drink my smoothie or eat my ester C tablets, it really does work. It really does curb my appetite. But I have to watch it because I can take and drink a smoothie in the morning, just a small glass, tiny glass, and really half of that. But I can drink half of that and I won't actually, even remind myself that I need to eat anything until like 12 or 1 o'clock in the evening. So it's got a downside. And I know there'll be people, sorry, that's my Skype. There'll be people who will say, you need to eat more in order to lose weight. Or some people will say you need to eat less. The happy medium is eating less more often. So you eat the 4 to 6 meals a day. All right, well, small meals a day. I hear you. I've been doing a lot of diet research. I even went to Half Price Books and bought a whole bunch of diet books. And I've been kind of studying each book so I can lead to the first of the year. My Skype again. And the reason why I've been doing this is because I decided, okay, at the first of the year, I'm going to start my diet. Not HCG, not, South Beach, not anybody else. My diet, okay? My lifestyle change, okay? I want to show you some of the books that I bought. Some of them I bought because I just thought that they would be really, really funny. And some I bought because I was really curious as to what they were saying in the books. Because, I've never been a dieter. HCG was actually my first diet. I've done like a liquid thing before. And that works out really well, but who can live off that, right? So here are some of the books that I purchased, and some are like really, really funny. Okay, this one I purchased the other day. 500 Best Recipes. Just so I can have ideas of things to eat while on my new lifestyle menu. This one I bought simply because it was $1. Okay, big old whopping book. This is the worst book in the world. I swear to you, these people have to own the publishing company that published this. This book is crap. There's nothing in it. Right here, the inner flap. See these little bulletins? The little bullets here. Ooh, there we go. My webcam is blurring out. But that's the whole book right there. It's terrible. But I love to see how the other world thinks, and I'm from Texas. I live in Texas, so I wanted to see. French women don't get fat. I bought that. I was curious as to what the lady had to say, because I remember when the book came out, and I was like, oh, I want to know what she's got to say about this and that. And the book would be better if she did not quit switching over to French all the time. Make up your mind. But interesting read. She's got some interesting things to say. Not extremely helpful, but she's got recipes in there that I would try. I'm trying to lead up to some of my favorites. Oh, look at this one. And these all are books that I purchased not that long ago. They're actually all 20% off at half price right now. Okay, this is called Butter Busters, the cookbook. And I want to show you. This is a book of recipes. These recipes are low-fat versions of your favorite stuff. even drinks. Okay. So it's like, instead of this, substitute this. Instead of that, substitute that. Which I think is going to be really, really helpful for me in kind of cutting down on some of the fat intake. I love this book, The 6-Day Body Makeover. But basically, just like with HCG, no carbs. I say no carbs, but in some of this stuff, it's healthy carbs, and it's not the carbs that are helping me poop, I should say. But he's got some really great recipes in here. So rather than spend your money on that program, I don't know if you can see that. I probably need to back up. There we go. But rather than spend your money on his program, I would suggest buying the book. When I bought this book, it was $4.98. And I promise you, I have a friend who tried this program. She lost a whole bunch of weight on it. And she spent over $200 for the program. And everything that's in her program is actually in my book. Even examples of things that you can eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, I will be eating some things from this book. I purchased, I'm a cookbook junkie, okay? I love cookbooks. So when I saw this, the South Beach Cookbook, Diet Cookbook, sorry, I had to have it. People in South Beach eat the nastiest food. Imagine. No, I was kidding. No, it's actually full of recipes that are going to help me keep my mind open to different things. I'm sorry. Someone walked by and I'm going, what in the world? Okay, so when I get bored with what I'm eating, I can try some new stuff and possibly get some ideas from these books, because essentially I'll be eating this type of food. Last but not least, and possibly my favorite, I don't know when this book came out, but it's a good book. Anyway, Carbohydrate Addicts Lifespan Program. Okay. I like this book. I like a lot of what it has to say. I like the program itself. They basically are giving you no carbs for breakfast, no carbs for lunch, and then for dinner, since you were so good, you get a reward meal that has a carb and it has dessert. Wow, winning. I'm not real big on dessert all the time, but I do have my moments where I would like to have a little something sweet, and I would love to know that I can do that without, breaking the rules of my diet. But I like this. I really, really like this program. I think it's really neat. So I think combining the teachings in this book with the teachings in some of the other books, I can come up with a really great program. So this is the plan. There is a meal planning plate that I'm going to order from Amazon, and I'll post it on my blog. I'll try to post a link here also if you guys want to see it. But what it is there's this little circle thing, and it's got all these circles, and it shows you, it's a portion control divider. It's so that you don't have to worry about toting your plate. You take the little portion control thing, sit it on the plate, put the amount of vegetables, the amount of meat, and everything fits in its own little circle so you don't overdo it. I like that because that was one thing that I liked about HCG, was that I can measure out, the amount of meat I was supposed to take in The vegetables kind of got to be tedious as far as measuring, but I mean it's all the same thing, so no big deal. But I do like the idea of the portion control. I'm going to stick to the portion control. I'm sorry, I'm getting a cold. I'm going to stick to the portion control thing. So I want to get this little plate thing. You just sit it on your plate, put the food in, and my honey is going to do it with me. So I'll be able to do his plate the same way. Makes it so much easier. But I didn't get to see it on Dr. Oz, but I'm pretty sure there's a video somewhere. But supposedly it was on the Dr. Oz show, so you guys might have seen it. I don't know. But I'm going to purchase that through Amazon, which is, I'm ordering it today, so it's going to push back my start date because it won't arrive by January 1st. And my plan was to start the diet on January 1st. So I won't be doing that. It'll actually be a few days later. But I'll be doing videos to keep you guys up to date on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I saw a recipe. I believe it was in my Carb Addicts book. It was in here. There's a recipe for like some fake bread. And it's cottage cheese and soy flour. I don't eat cottage cheese. But I'm thinking maybe baking it the way you're supposed to bake it to turn it into bread might be something interesting to try. So I'm gonna try it. There's a cinnamon bread recipe that has cottage cheese and soy flour, and there's also a muffin recipe that includes cottage cheese and soy flour. And the muffin does not have any fruit in it. But I'm thinking of trying to make that and putting blueberries in it. So expect all kind of diet videos coming up now because I wanted to do it at the first of the year when I felt like people would pay attention. So that's what I'm going to do. And you guys can follow my success or my failure or whatever. I figure you can't fail if you don't try. So I'm going to try. And I don't try a lot of diets. So there will be no soda. I say soda. Some people say Coke. Some people say pop. There'll be no carbonated beverages for me. When I get sick, I do like ginger ale and 7-Up. I like the caffeine-free stuff, but I can barely drink it. It's just harsh on my throat. So I really don't drink soda anyway. I like tea. So I'll just have to go to sugar-free tea or tea with stevia, but I don't feel like fooling with no doggone stevia. I really just, I don't like to sweeten tea. So if I'm not making a big batch, and I sweeten it then, that's fine. But as far as sweetening one glass, I'm not going through all that. I'd rather just drink the tea straight. It tastes fine to me. I like tea. I don't like the sugar. So I can just eat the tea. Trying to think of something else that I may be doing. I'm going to do the portion control. I'm going to try and stay away from so many carbs. I will be taking psyllium husk, which I'm actually taking right now, and ester C if I start to notice that I'm getting hungry with the smaller portions. I'll be taking that also, whether it be in the form of a smoothie or in the form of the tablets. Oh, and I purchased my ester C at the vitamin shop also. So, I'm sorry. Same place, vitamin shop. You can order it online also on Amazon. I noticed that they have whole psyllium husk. They have psyllium husk powder. They also have the capsules. I'll leave a link to all of that in my blog post, and I'll try to also leave that link here on YouTube. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the year. I will be vlogging about what's going on with me, what recipes I'm trying, what was good, what was bad. Like, I'm going to do that whole cottage cheese bread thing, the fake bread thing, because I'm just dying to see what the hell it's going to look like. But I'll keep you guys posted. And I'm going to go talk to my Skype buddies now. Oh, no. And before I forget, like I said, I'm a blogger, and most of the work that I do, even aside from blogging, involves me sitting. So I live a very sedentary lifestyle. I'm a sitter. I am not an exercise person at all. I like the Calonetics, which I've seen like a lot of little Calonetics videos here on YouTube. I like those, but there are moments like I have a really, really bad back. So there are times when I can't do some of the things that I would like to do because I can't move. And since I can't move, I'm just pretty much just sitting here. You know, I don't want to lay down because if I lay down, I'll never be able to get back up again. So I sit. That's what I do. And so since I'm a sitter, pretty much, you're gonna be seeing what this diet is like with little to no exercise whatsoever. I have a friend who actually is a blogger, and she's got a YouTube channel also. She's Grocery Shop for Free. I like her because she's, to me, she has an inner fat girl that you just gotta love, you know? She used to be a little heavier. God, Skype is getting on my nerves. Okay. So she used to be a little bit heavier. And as you can tell by her YouTube videos, she did some videos when she was heavier. Well, she doesn't discuss her weight loss. I don't know why. But she doesn't discuss her weight loss. But what she did was she dropped all the carbs and all the sugars. And she tells me all the time, T, if you just drop those carbs, girl, you'll lose all that weight. And I'll never poop. But she dropped her carbs. She dropped all carbs, all sugars, and she had surgery on her leg, or her knee, her ankle, something in the leg region. But she had surgery, so she couldn't get out of bed for a very long time. So, and she does not exercise. She is not an exerciser. She does not like to stand. She doesn't like all that walking. Girl, I'm telling you, her inner fat girl is wonderful. The skinny heifer on the outside would really fool you because her inner fat girl is still there. But she did a lot of her weight loss sitting in the bed. So basically what she did was cut out all her carbs and everything, ate decent sized portions, and voila, she is the skinny heifer you see now. You guys have got to go and look at like her old videos, see what she looks like there, and come back and look at her new videos, see what she looks like now. Amazing weight loss, over 100 pounds in like a year. Super skinny lady. Really, really sweet. But all she did was drop her carbs and her sugars. So, although I can't drop them completely, I am going to go for healthier carbs. And I am going to be taking my psyllium husk. So that'll help. But I'm gonna ease up off the bread. So like I'm gonna kind of go with the oh crap, I'm sorry. My glasses. I put all those books on my glasses, and I can't see a thing right now. So if you're like, dang, why is she doing that, or why is she doing? I can't see anything. So you lucky I'm doing this video. Shut up. But let's see here. For instance, I'm gonna give you an example from the book. You get like an omelet and some Canadian bacon, and you can either have hot tea or coffee or iced tea or, tea or coffee, right? That's breakfast. Lunch is like salad, vegetables, your meat, and then it tells you what drinks you can have. And they even let you have a diet soda, but I'm like I said, I'm dropping soda, so I won't be having that. That's why I said it's my diet, not this diet or this other diet. It's gonna be like a bunch of the things that I've learned from all of these crazy diet books. But then your reward meal, your dinner on this plan, can consist of your vegetables, a salad, your protein, your oh, you can have crescent rolls. You can have a bread. You can have a carb rather. And you can also have dessert. After all of that, I don't think I'm wanting any dessert. So my reward for that meal will technically be a piece of bread should I choose to have it. I don't eat bread for every meal, but there are some meals that I'm just like I don't want it without bread. And then too I can only have one piece of bread. So being since I can be a control freak at times, and where I would normally only eat one piece of bread, I'll get mad just because I know that I can only have one piece. It's like someone's going, "Oh, Timona, you can only have one piece of bread." And then I'm ticked off, even though all I wanted was one piece of bread. I'm mad because they said I can only have one piece of bread, so I ain't gonna eat none of the bread. Just be ignorant about it. So hopefully my ignorance helps me to lose my weight. So that's what I'll be doing for the year. I'll put those links over on the side so you can see them. And my webcam is acting silly again. But until next time, ciao.